Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pugmire Pioneer Puppers, episode 36.
We're getting up there.
We are. You could say we're barking up the tree.
Dog. Agreed.
Take a drink. So, when we last left off, we were wrapping things up before, well, starting the main story by also wrapping up a few loose ends. So, as we begin this session, it is a bright and kind of bustling morning in the Pomeranian household. As a very, very disheveled Brianna, early in the morning, is being dragged by very, very many servants who are continually telling her, "You are not allowed to work today. Today is your day off. Join the party, have fun with your family. You're not working."
Oh, but listen, there are so many things I need to get pushed through. And I think you kind of see, like, as she's trying to, continue to talk, I think her brain is short wiring, right?
Definitely short-circuiting, as, yeah, it took a third of the guards and, half the, what is it, the administrative staff to drag you over here.
Right, and I think part of it was, with the magic, right? Someone had to get my umbrella focus, right? Someone had to get my credit card focus, but I think everyone is respectful enough to not try to take Lord Afghan's focus from me.
They would not take that from you, but they did make you promise not to use it unless you absolutely had to, or as from sorry, too many names that sound the same.
Welcome to the Pugmire campaign.
Yay! Your bodyguard.
Rosemary.
Yes, Rosemary, thank you. She did tell you you can use it to have fun.
Yeah, so I would have already applied the standard, the invisible dog, right? If someone gets within some kind of feet of me and they mean me harm, it's gonna fucking bite their ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's like a default daily.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But it is not harming any of your attendants as they are just looking out for your well-being and health. They did not tell you that this isn't just a party, it's a feat.
I think that no one's told me.
Yeah.
I do like the idea that Alexandria sent a notice to Brianna, hey, the Pomeranian family is hosting this, and just it never got to her. It just got put in a stack of paperwork, so far buried at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
I think also because they're really trying to make sure I don't work, right? They're really trying to there was a lot going on, right? They're you probably sent it in, but by the time you sent it in, they had already begun the process because they knew it would take some weaning.
Yeah, they did not, it didn't get shoved under a stack of papers. It got passed from servant to servant, guard to guard. They're like, okay, this is the date. This is a feat. This is a multi-day event. We are going to have to clear the schedule.
That letter also went out to every member in Pugmire, the Pomeranian family.
Yup.
It was definitely make sure you show your face.
Okay, so I think I look at myself okay, I can compromise. I have 1 hour. I complete whatever I can within 1 hour. You return the rest of my artifacts to me, and then I will. And you see her close her eyes. Her eye, there's a part of her that's kind of twitching, and then I will stop working.
No, we have cleared the rest of the week for you.
Just slow turns.
As soon as you touch the door, they tell you this.
At least return my umbrella.
We have entrusted it to someone very secure.
That's the one that lets me jump off buildings, though.
We know.
I look at Rosemary.
She kind of smiles that little impish smile that's like, yeah, you're not seeing it until you come back from the party.
I just 30 minutes of work.
Tell you what, if you actually enjoy yourself at the party, we might let you do a half hour at work once the sun goes down.
Brianna slowly nods her head. I suppose I could work with that. What am I doing today then?
As soon as Sebastian opens the door, you hear, you are attending your family's feet. And you are roughly shoved in through the door.
I think I look at that. Alexandria, do you have work I can help you with?
Here's the thing: is every time Alexandria was informed, like she's locked the office, like everything. I like to imagine as you're yelling, she's like very serenely walking down the stairs. Unlike her sister, she's very well rested. She is dressed very well. She's wearing like the pearls and everything else, and she just. Brianna, I believe that you're currently on a break.
But I could help. We could do it together. I will, or I'll just. It'll be fine.
At that point, she's like reaching the bottom of the stairs. She'll just kind of gently take Brianna's paws in her own and just like air kiss her cheeks and just. You know, I believe that is framed as being addicted to your work, if you cannot even take a day.
There's just so much to do.
And your staff can handle it. And I suppose I'll handle it next time that I aid them. By any means. It's a day to enjoy, and besides, we do have, I actually don't know if they told you, Luke's family will be in attendance.
Perhaps they did tell me, sister. But I do know that I've been told a lot of things within the past. Start counting on my fingers. While I am excited to meet. I do know that y'all are betrothed at this point, right?
They're not betrothed at this point. They're just
okay.
They're just seeing each other.
Frankie
Alexandria
and
are, yeah.
Yeah, Frankie and Alexandria are.
Oh,
Macy,
Alexandria
Luke's
is
little
Frankie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luke is Rosabella.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am excited to meet Rosabella's betrothed.
Well, I don't believe that he has quite yet asked for her hand. I believe they're still doing the precursory meetings.
Really? I feel like that's not what they told me, but I don't know what they've told me now.
Alexandria immediately lets go of her sister's paws and like takes her face in her hands, and all of that serenity is gone. Her eyes are so wide, her tail's wagging. She's like, "What did you hear?"
Well, as you can tell, I have investments in all of the family, and you know those sloths are a little slow on the
Of course.
the upkeep, and
Get
I
to the
swear.
point.
I swear I heard the word marriage somewhere, but I don't know. Maybe they misinterpreted it.
Her tail's going nuts and like it's kicking up like a breeze, and she's like, I swear you cannot let Rosabella know. Not a peep if that is what they are saying and it's correct. Not
Oh.
a single word.
Listen, everything gets validated first before I start talking about it. The difference is we are sisters. I suppose this is fine, you know.
So,
Of course.
To a little flashback, like a couple weeks ago, like not even a couple weeks ago, but like after Rosabella's visit to Luke's family home, there was a petition. A petition sent to the royal family through sloth mail. Basically, it is the legal way of going and asking about betrothals and finding out who someone's actual rank and status is, and also about uplifting someone to their actual rank.
So I think what this situation would look like, right, is this paper had made its way to me then, And then in my brain, I was like, oh, I should send a copy of this to Alexandria. And then a fire bursted out somewhere. I'm like, fuck. Gotta put out the...
You were gonna tell her the tea, and you told Nightwing to tell her, and Nightwing was like,
I'll wait.
I'll wait.
Nightwing's like, juicy, delicious. It's mine.
But yeah, Alexandria just kind of will gently like lower one of her paws from her sister's face and just, right, well, we'll see, I suppose, if it was true or not. But for now, Sebastian,
Yes.
how
I'd
are
be
the kitchens?
surprised if they didn't get married when we first met. Look, he was quite besotted with her.
Oh, absolutely. But Sebastian, are the kitchens getting along well?
They are doing just fine, and the caterers have been. He goes over the clipboard again. Everything is here except for. There has been an issue with the ice sculptures.
What exactly is the issue that has arisen?
Well, one of our new hires decided to lick the dripping melt off of it. And,
Oh no.
No, I can help with that. Bring me to them.
No, you're not working.
They
You're
are
off for the
currently
day.
fine, however, they are incapable of speaking correctly right now.
I can help
Right.
them.
Nope, you're not working today. Sebastian,
Just bring
have
them
you
to me and
sent...
I'll send a nice word to them and they'll feel good as new.
Not a chance. Sebastian, otherwise everything is set for to host Luke's family as well as the other noble families, and also for the feast itself, correct?
Everything has been taken care of. The music, the murals, and the artwork is lovely. It's already set up, and the sheet music has arrived and is being practiced by the band.
Good.
So this is my feet day, right?
No.
No, okay. I don't. I just knew I got thrown in this house and I was told I'm not allowed to work.
It's a family feat.
Well, it's
gotcha.
a family feat with other nobility, and then we're also hosting another feat with the peasantry at the same time because grandfather promised shit. Talon, did we ever name her PR person?
No, we haven't.
Clarissa? I mean, we'll
Yeah.
go with it. How's Claire getting along? Has she sent word out? What's the reaction been?
Well, everything is actually going swimmingly. There have been minor disagreements, but mostly over pricing, and people are complaining that some of the subjects we offer are too cheap and some of them are too expensive, but we've broken it down into classes and sizing and things of that, and of course they have to pay for their materials and insurance.
Of course. But otherwise, it's going well. The general opinion overall has been positive.
It has been positive, although, as your late great-grandfather used to say, people will find something to complain about.
Oh, absolutely. You can't please everyone.
Alexandria,
But... What?
based on what I think, did grandfather tell you of that idea I proposed to him?
I don't believe so.
There was, when he got into his thing with the Duke of Mao?
Of course.
I had been talking to Lord Mao about potentially setting up an annual competition between the youth.
Mm-hmm.
More than just the arm wrestling, of course. You know, everyone has their different strengths and all, but seeing that you are heading this now, is this something we could perhaps touch on later?
Of course, we will do it on a day you are not working. We will settle aside for breakfast here, and I believe you're back to work in a week. We'll settle for breakfast one of those mornings, and over tea we'll figure out what we're doing exactly. I believe that the Pomeranian family will be able to put forward several of our own without any issue.
I am thinking of maybe for those in need, we could maybe set up like a fund to support those with maybe different access to, resources.
Of course, the Pomeranian family has actually begun to do something similar. But for now, that's work talk, and you're not working. Sebastian.
Rihanna is heavily pouting. She really thought she could get away with something.
But Sebastian, thank you again. If you have any need of me doing this, let me know. If there's anything else that needs to be sorted, I trust you to handle everything. I am going to go see what Rosabella is up to, make sure she's ready. Do we have an arrival time for the first families?
Yes, we do. So he pulls out a watch and his clipboard and starts leafing through. Your brother Daniel is already here, setting up with the band. Your other brothers, I can't remember their names, but the one that does the gardening and the one that is the agoraphobe have actually arrived.
Corwin and
Alric.
Alric. Alric's the bar one. Corwin's the gardener.
Corwin and Alric have arrived. Corwin is currently reshaping the hedges because that is what he is wont to do, and he did say that he doesn't like the style of our newest gardener.
Right, well, tell him to meet with me after the feat, and we will discuss perhaps hiring someone else on, or if he would like to take the duty himself, I am more than happy to take him on.
Alwyn was kind enough to bring several kegs with him.
He left the bar?
Yes. He is currently in the kitchen. In the larder. He is organizing the kegs and the bottles that he has brought.
I think I'll just start walking in the direction of the kitchen then.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think Alexandria just kind of nods and she's like, I'm going to go make sure she doesn't work. Anything else? Let me know immediately.
Fiona is on her way, and she did say she was bringing a +1.
I think immediately, I imagine it's like empty in here right
walking, now. And I you see my head swing back, Alexandria and I make eye contact, and our eyebrows are going up.
Yeah, because the thing is, I imagine that happens, and no one else except Bayo's here. So Alexandria reaches out, gently puts her paws on Sebastian, and just a +1.
+1?
Yes.
Sebastian, you cannot just say that. You must give me more details. We both know you know.
I do know.
What exactly? Give all the information.
So, what I was told, and I do not have the full information, just the RSVP from the letter, but she is bringing a Lady Cordelia with her.
Alexandria's tail is going nuts. Again, she just, right. Make sure that she gets a proper greeting, and alert me as soon as they are pulling up. I would love to meet her immediately.
Yes. Also, young Oliver is... I wouldn't say throwing a tantrum, but he is not happy with his suit.
Right. Well, I'm going to go with Brianna quickly, and then I will head up and meet up with Oliver and see if there's anything we can do about it. Actually, Brianna, would you be willing to come with me to Oliver first, and then we can go see what Corwin's up to in a moment?
Corwin and Alric. Let me just go check on Alric, and then I'll come immediately to find you. And I hold my pinky out. I won't start work.
Right. I also want to check on Ulrich, but all right. And she'll kind of put her pinky in her sister's and just... Let's go Ulrich first, and then I'll go to Oliver.
So we turn around, and I go in the kitchen, and I look at Alric, and I think I'll kind of rap on the table to kind of get his attention.
Yep. He is wearing a thin summer cloak that is tossed up. The hood is over his head. And he kind of turns. It is partially obscuring his eyesight. But this is... You're used to this when he leaves the bar.
Yeah. So I think I just take a step forward, and I kind of just open my arms, and I just hold it out for him.
He will give you a hug.
All right, and I'll put my hands on his back and kind of gently press, and then kind of ease up on him. I'm glad to see you.
It's strange being back here.
I imagine so. It's been quite a few years since you've stepped foot inside.
I'll kind of put my hands on his cheek and pinch it a little bit, and then I'll step back and give him space.
I'm doing better. I've been taking care of things outside of the bar a lot more.
Hmm.
But yeah, just one step at a time.
Would
Right.
you like to call Chef here to assist you if you need any assistance?
No, I think I've got it handled. It's just he actually pulls open the door to the larder, and there are 4 large kegs and several bottles of wine that are brand new to the larder.
Impressive.
You have made quite the contribution.
Well, when the RSVP said feet, I figured we're gonna need it.
Oh no, it's quite appreciated, and I imagine we'll get through it. Uh, thank you. I imagine Sebastian has fairly compensated you.
No, I would not take any money for this.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely positive. Actually, he goes down into the larder, and you hear scuffling for a minute as he is shifting things around. Comes,
I can imagine.
yeah, comes back with a bulge in his summer cloak.
Hmm.
So I did hear, well, let's say a little bird told me that you have become betrothed.
That I have.
He pulls out. It is, the bottle is stunning looking. Like, it is dusted with diamonds, and there is a little embossing of 2 swans doing the little heart hug thing that swans do.
Oh.
This is a very rare bottle of sparkling wine.
Ulrich. You did not have to bring me anything.
I know.
I think Alexandria will just very slowly take it, kind of look down at it in her paws, and then back towards Ulrich. And I think for the first time, really ever, she steps forward. She's so hesitant and awkward about it. And she kind of wraps like an arm around him.
He gives you a full hug, and it's... I've missed all of you.
We've missed you as well. But we're making up for it, and we're doing what we can. And honestly, I believe you'll adore Frankie. He's quite a good dog.
I'm sure I will. Now, you go deal with your party preparation. I've got more things to go through, and I don't know who's been organizing your larder here lately, but I do have work to do.
I think he just sees Alexandria mentally just going through and then just, I actually don't know who's been organizing the larder. I don't know actually if I have anyone on staff to organize it.
Usually it would be the scullery maid, and he actually goes in and like pulls out a handful of rotten vegetables and just chucks them out the window.
I really need to get on her. All right, good to know that she has not been doing that portion of her job. We'll speak soon after all of this, and perhaps once time settles a bit, we'll have you over and you can meet Frankie.
That would be... It depends on how the day goes. If it's one of my bad days, you are always welcome to come to my pub, and...
Would it make you more comfortable if we plan to come there in advance?
I'm fine with walk-ins. It's leaving that's the big issue.
Right. Well, what we'll do is we will set a date, and if you would like to come here, you're more than welcome. I still have rooms open, and your room will always be available to you. Or we will come to see you.
Of course.
And I think Alexander takes like an awkward step back and just gives a little smile and just, I need to go stop a tantrum. Brianna, are you coming along, or would you like to stay with Ulrich? She cannot work if she stays with you. You must make her sit.
Understood. I actually do have something she can do that's not work-related, if she doesn't want to go help with your tantrum situation.
I like that Alexandria is kind of like slowly backing up, and she's just, I'm taking your word on it, Ulrich. And she's just leaving.
Yep. As soon as Alexandria closes the door, he hands you a small notepad.
And I'll take it. Look at it.
It is preparations for the bridal shower
Excellent.
for
Excellent work.
Alexandria.
Oh.
Excellent work, Albert. And I'll tuck it away. I will make good use of this.
So, also remind me to go get those. They weren't rotten. They're actually supposed to look like that.
Distantly, they can hear Alexandria just talking to the scullery maid, like stopping for a second and like conversing with her and being like, "I apparently you have not been cleaning out the larder properly."
Ah, so she actually puts her hand on your shoulder, like, so there's some surprises back there, and apparently Ulrich said he would make some excuses to get you out of the kitchen if you.
Alexandria's ears go forward, like they're all the way forward to surprises. Surprises, you say?
Yes, I don't know what they are. I've been told to. Basically, the kitchen is no longer my domain until the party is over.
Alexandria's tail is wagging. She's got that like look in her eye of, I could go see what they are.
You are forbidden from stepping foot into the larder until the feat is over.
Of course, I would never go against anything that anyone set out that I could not do.
Yes. This is not from. She actually does the little circle with her paw, like, this is not from the household. This is. Ulrich said he will. What was it? He has a batch of tannins set aside just in case you decide to go nosing around.
Oh, he knows me far too well. You'd think. Haven't seen someone for years and they'd forget. Right. By any means, if he needs anything, help him out. Each of you are doing wonderful. Touch base with Sebastian here in a few hours just to make sure. I'm going to go stop Oliver. And she's just gonna keep walking, but her little ears like turn back towards like the kitchens. Just like trying to pick anything up. She gets nothing, but she's gonna go to Oliver. We can flash back to Rihanna. It's like the magic gear in the background.
Yep.
I think I look down, right? Like, at the moment I hear her talking, it's whatever it is, it's going to have to move, correct?
Yes.
Like, now.
Yes. I am absolutely certain of that, but...
we can have it moved to my estate. She doesn't really go there.
So it actually needs to stay here. But he actually brings you into the... Actually, I'm going to do something I don't usually do.
What?
Brianna, come with me.
Oh my god! No, the secrets!
Goodbye!
No!
Oh wait, I can't drag you, so you'll have to take yourself down to the one-on-one.
But the secrets, Talon!
So,
I can move you.
yes, he is going to bring you into the larder, and back into the ice room itself. As he opens the door, there is a 6-tier ice cream cake.
So this is for today.
This is for today. This is for the evening's dessert.
Excellent.
I have been pulling in a few favors to make sure that it stays secret.
I see. Know that there's a good chance Alexandria is aware of something now, and you will have to
Oh, I'm
put
certain she is.
a method to.
He points
We'll
up
keep her busy.
to a bucket sitting above the ice house door.
She is quite crafty. I would also put a bell on it.
Oh no, as soon as she opens the door, that's going to drop on her, dropping, at my estimate, about a month's old tea.
Mm-hmm.
Enough tannin to turn her brown for 2 weeks.
I have another idea. Sebastian,
Yes, Mom.
please ensure that Alexandria does not open this door.
I will do so.
And then I go, Nano.
Yes.
I trust Sebastian, but please, keep tabs for Alric, if she decides to get a little sneaky.
I can do nothing physically, but I will do what I am able.
Yes. As long as you are able to give word.
I can alert. There is a little shimmer of blue light,
Mm-hmm.
and an arcane lock appears on the door.
Excellent. Excellent work now.
Alright, now we can go back to the main channel.
I'll throw you over there.
Have
So now that I
Rosabella
have my
show up.
audio,
Yeah, you could have Rosabella show up with Alric and Bayo because I imagine Rosabella knows if there's something that was brought into her house.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, more than
Rosabella
likely,
knows.
100%. But I was trying to figure out where I'm gonna have her enter in because, again, with my audio issues, I'm over here like, that's fine. They're doing their thing. It's fine.
I
No,
would
you
say-
sound perfect right
yeah,
now.
No, you sound fine. Rosabella coming in with basically the equivalent of a durian smashed over her head would be about the perfect timing. Because that's basically what Alric threw out the window.
I do love the idea that Rosabella comes in. She's like, Alric, I was helping you. Why? What'd you throw on me?
Okay, this will be fantastic. Just let me know when that can happen because this will be fantastic.
Right about now, as they're coming out of the larder.
Okay, I can just it's just things that are probably like hanging on her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Rosabella just walks in and just. So this is how I'm treated, huh?
Sorry.
So
I
she's
keep things quiet.
nosing
I keep
about.
things quiet. Yeah, no, she is nosy. And did you? Let me guess. You use some type of excuses. Now I'm making it to where you're gonna have to move it.
That might not be necessary, but probably.
Is
Keep me
Rosabella
posted.
covered in like things?
Yeah.
Alright, I just start waving my hand around her and you just see her soul
Hey,
start to clink.
You, no work.
I can't. I'm just I'm just trying to be a nice person now.
Just okay. Okay, you know what? Actually, are you dying to do something? Like, do you need to do something, or else you physically will combust?
You see me like you see me kind of like zoned out, but my hand just starts moving again, right? And like things that you're just getting cleaned again.
She just accepts it because she's just like, if this will make you feel a little better, but this is it. I will not let you do anything else. I know. I'm in on this.
Other things that I do in my day, minute to minute life. This is the most untaxing thing I could do.
Okay, then it's fine. I'm glad that you're doing this for me because somebody decided to throw things.
Yeah, sorry about that, Rosabella. It's, yeah, she was trying to get into the larder, and I could see her inching towards it, so I had to make an excuse, and I'll pay you back.
Rosabella just kind of waves her paw in the air as in a, like, don't worry about it, and just smiles at him and just, it's fine, it's fine. I just gotta tease you a little bit.
Of course. So,
Anyways, what's this? I heard something about Ollie. Where is that? Where Alexandria is going?
Yes,
I'll-
that is where she would be. And Rihanna obediently gets onto a stool at, I assume we have an island in this place, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and she sits down and she clasps her hands, and you can see that she's kind of like, not like super tight, but you can tell that, like, they're not like relaxed. It's like, and I am sitting here not working.
I like to imagine the notepad's burning a hole in your bag.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Like, I feel bad because I know that, like, for somebody who works all that time,
Uh-huh.
to instantly be told, like, go cold turkey, like,
They tried weaning her, it didn't work.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. Because I think the hard thing about weaning me off of work is understanding really when to do it because of how, like, some things are. And they're like, fuck, we just gotta do it at this point.
Yep, just rip the band-aid off.
very true.
Also, as this is all happening, Echo, you are receiving a letter. You are currently at your own home manor. As you open the letter, it is in a very tight, small script. It is an invitation to the laboratories of the Cult of Laborator. They want to pick your brain about magical means and some of the things you've seen on your travels. Basically, the lab rats want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay? You can go there whenever you want. It won't take you too long to get there. Or you can stop by your friends first and let them know you're going before you just disappear.
Uh,
The decision is yours, but we'll go back to the Pomeranian household until you decide what you want to do.
We pick up to this distant sound of Oliver screaming. Rosabella and Elric and Bayo having a moment. And the house in chaos as everyone prepares for the feat.
So yeah, as you walk into Ollie's room to see what he's screaming about, the outfit that was picked out for him, it looks more like a dress than an actual suit.
Oh. Ollie, what exactly is happening?
He turns around, and I mean, it looks like it's a shirt and a pants, but it's hot pink.
Why did they put him in hot pink? I think even Alexandria looks a little horrified. She has to like school it really quick.
He points to the maid that's dressing him. She's colorblind.
Right. I will handle getting him ready. Thank you. Actually, they could use your help down in the kitchens. I believe they need an extra set of hands.
Yes, Mom. And she kind of runs out like, I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know dogs couldn't see color.
Most dogs can see color decently. It's just muted to some shades.
That, or they also can't see green, I believe.
Yeah, it's on the yellow-green spectrum. Everything just kind of looks like a muted yellow.
But I think Alexandria just... Right, Ollie, I will always be honest with you.
It's horrible.
Absolutely and utterly, and I am so sorry that we allowed her to dress you in that. You should have other options in your closet. I believe we should have expanded your wardrobe by this point.
Yeah, usually she said something about blacks and grays are too... What'd she say? Depressing for this party, and that I should dress up in a little bit of color. She said it was red, and then she pulled it out, and it's... Look at it.
It is quite atrocious. Alexandria's gonna cross over to Ollie's closet and begin kind of peeking through.
There is a nice little fox hunter uniform. It is the red shirt, the white waistcoat, or no, it's the white shirt, the red waistcoat with the black slacks and the boots, and it's got the whole thing to it.
I do kind of like the idea that Alexandria, Rosabella, and Ollie are all wearing some red on them in some capacity today, so they all match. Alexandria will kind of pull that out and just let's get you dressed, and next time, perhaps come to us instead of throwing a tantrum. I understand you are frustrated.
Yeah, well, when you try to explain to somebody what color is, and they keep saying, no, it's this color, and the one color that nobility isn't allowed to wear in general, just like old medieval times, is purple.
Look, Sweats in Alexandria's official outfit is purple.
Yeah, it's fine for the heads of household, but not for, like, the family members and things of that nature.
Oh, so Alexandria probably would be wearing purple today, maybe her traditional outfit without the pauldrons.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, the heads of household are fine to wear purple, but because purple is the royal color, only the title holder can wear purple.
Yeah, I'm just over here like, oh god, Alexandria really was presumptuous because that girl's first art started campaign was her in purple.
Yeah, I know. But it was a muted purple. It wasn't like the royal purple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Alexandria will kind of help him get change, and as they're like sitting, she's like, I understand that it was frustrating, but I will tell you in the future, many people will frustrate you. And for the maids, it's not as much of a concern, but for others, they will specifically try to upset you to get a reaction. You must learn.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but
You do not owe me an apology. I myself at your age would have absolutely pitched a fit. If I was forced to wear something so, and Alexandria like has set it aside. Burnable.
yes, I was actually going to suggest that Sebastian uses it to clean the chimneys.
I think the chimneys are too good for it, honestly.
So, as you are dressing and talking to Ollie, you realize that he has your dress sense, but he has Rosabella's militaristic style.
Oh, he's a perfect mix!
That's our baby.
That's our
baby.
That's our baby!
So yeah, he likes the flashy, kind of flamboyant outfits that are very noble and suit-like, but he likes the military style dress.
That's our baby. I have never been such a proud mother as I am in this moment. But yeah, no, Alexandria will just kind of give like a little bit of a smile at that realization, kind of tuck it away to tell Rosabella later. I imagine the two of them share many stories of Ollie sometimes, just randomly.
Oh, absolutely.
They have their nightly debrief, but she will just finish getting him dressed and then just very gently take her paw and kind of smooth his fur. But I am proud of you for standing your ground. Politeness goes so far, but occasionally, it's good that you know how to stand up for yourself. Now, I actually do not know what Sebastian's plans are for the rest of the day concerning you. I don't believe you. I know for certain we have cancelled your lessons for the day.
Yes, and he actually pulls a little bit of it's just laying on his writing desk, and he pulls a little piece of paper and actually opens it up. It's very simplistic writing. It's not in his handwriting, but it's what he's able to read. Let's see. It says, make an appearance to the guests. It just says, be present. And he's
actually,
reading
that
it off
makes
as
sense.
Sebastian told him to entertain any of the young noble girls. It just says, be good to the girls. It's just a whole little
I love it
like
so
that.
much.
Right. Well, it sounds like you have a busy schedule. If you need me at any point, or if anyone's being mean or the like, come find me.
Yes, Mom.
You can call me Alexandria or Alex, you know.
Mama's good.
I like when you call me that. She'll kind of stand up and gently, like, again, smooth his fur before bending down. She'll give him, like, a little kiss on the top of his head. Now, I'm going to go make sure that they aren't setting a fire and try to break into the pantry. You heard none of that?
No.
Be good.
Just like you
I like to
didn't hear
imagine
I
that
broke
at
in.
that moment.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that at that moment, Rosabella opens the door and just. There's no point in that, you know.
In what? We were discussing nothing, correct, Ollie?
Yeah.
Rosabella just looks at Ollie and just.
You didn't hear that I broke into the sweets cabinet last night?
You did not hear that I helped him break into the sweet cabinet last night?
She just shakes her head, walks over to him, and just, "You look good, kid." Because I imagine he's dressed now, right?
Yeah, he's
he
dressed
is
all
dressed
nice
in
and
his
clean.
fox hunting uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Looking all sharp. She just kind of bends down, like, kind of like lightly pets the top of his head and just smiles gently down at him. But then instantly turns her gaze, like, gives Alexandria a side eye and just, don't even think about it.
Think about what? I have never been involved in anything that you would disapprove of.
Uh-huh. Don't
But that
spoil
does...
it. Don't spoil it.
Rosabella, you have known me for many
Don't.
years.
Spoil it.
I think Alexandria's just looking at her. She's gonna give like her puppy dog eyes where her eyes get bigger. Her like little tongue pokes out just a little bit. She just... But I'm
know what?
curious.
You know what? Fine. You wanna give me puppy dog eyes? Hold on. We're gonna try. We're gonna do this for funsies.
Do it for real.
What are we doing?
She rolled intimidation.
Oh wait, can I roll persuasion in contrast?
So, what you do, she needs to roll me a sense motive against your persuasion, and you need to roll a sense motive against her intimidation.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll my persuasion first, and then I'll roll my sense motive. So my sense motive is worse, but my persuasion is the exact same.
I love that. So, you've known her long enough that you know what she's trying to do. You're not going to budge, but it hits you in the heart a little bit. The cute little puppy dog eyes and the droopy
Her ears go back, yeah.
But it doesn't budge you because you've known her long enough.
She
but
goes,
it
"That's
hurts."
cute."
Alexandria, on the other hand, you have not seen Rosabella directly turn her intimidation on you before.
I imagine she's like slightly cowed, so it started out as puppy dog eyes, and then it genuinely is like an ear droop.
Rosabella just, "I love you. Don't."
Fine, I will behave for a single time in my life.
It's so boring, I know. Rosabella just smiles fondly and just kind of gently, just like goes to Alexandria's cheek and just kind of like gently rubs a thumb over it.
Alexandria will lean into her touch and just, you understand that it is something in my own house that I don't know about. That is driving me insane.
Yes,
Do you-
I understand.
It would have been better if the maid hadn't told me, but I can wait, I suppose.
To be fair, you were kind of going to scold her.
Right. But still, I believe I had good reason to scold her. I mean, it was false. If it was true, it would have been a good reason. I apologized. But
Anyways, don't we have a party to, be ready for?
that we do. Why do you smell like durian?
You know what? I'm gonna go freshen up. I will meet you all. I'm gonna go freshen up. I need to freshen up. Oh my gosh. As she starts to like instantly remember Luke's family is coming and is like, oh, they can't see me this way. Oh no. Like,
So-
she just looks at both Ollie and Alexandria and just, I'll catch with you all later.
Right.
As she's leaving the door, she points at Alexandria. You, be good. Points at Ollie and just, you, I love you. And walks out.
And
I think you just hear distantly Alexandria just, and you don't love me? Why am I the one getting scolded?
so, have you ever smelled durian before?
It stinks so bad.
It does.
Listen, Rosabella, her focus was not on her own. She's probably smelled worse, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
probably smelled worse.
Oh, I don't know. The only thing that smells worse than durian is a corpse flower.
Well, anyways, Rosabella is going to go freshen up and, like, get changed, and
Yep, they are,
she's gonna stress a little.
they are going to give you the skunk treatment.
God. I'm so mad.
Yep, vinegar and tomato juice bath. You
She's
will
over
come
here.
out
Of course it would be today. Of course
Yep,
it would be today.
you will come out smelling fine.
Thank goodness.
Although because of the tomato juice, you are going to have red highlights in your fur now.
It's fine. I imagine they have a blue shampoo they can throw on her for like 20 minutes, you know?
Honestly, his family would probably get a kick out of it.
They probably would.
They'd probably be like, it looks good! And her just, I hate everything right now.
Rosabella's like, I'm not even a full-time guard anymore. How do I get roped into this? Why is it always me?
Why do I always end up with the short end of the stick?
Yep. As this is going on upstairs, the doorbell rings downstairs. Brianna, you are the closest one to it.
What happened to me?
The doorbell rang.
I mage hand the door.
Yep. You open it, just flies open on its own, and you see Fiona standing there with a, let's just say, a very pretty border collie lass.
I smile at Fiona and I open up my arms to her.
She comes in, gives you a hug, and there's a little bit of chatter as she's talking about work things, and she knows you're not allowed to work, so she's boosting your morale by telling you about the ventures with the restaurants and the legal department and things like that.
Us starting banks together, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and like, you know, like I'll pinch her face like, thank you. And I'll look over to the border collie. Who's this?
She will
We got
give
wind
a
of you.
little, she'll wrap her, Fiona will wrap one arm around your back and turn you, kind of make sure you're front and center. And this is, well, officially, this is my girlfriend, Cordelia.
Girlfriend, you say? And I look at Cordelia, and it's nice to meet you. And I'll put my hand out for her.
She will, she is kind of frozen stiff.
Here, we'll try to throw a punch, and I'll open up my arms to her.
The king is going in for a handshake and then a hug to a peasant.
You know, grinning broadly.
And Fiona will actually come over and just kind of shove her into your hug.
You know, and as you know, like I'll close my arms around and, you know, give her like a nice little squeeze. If you make my sister happy, I'm happy to see you.
Yes, Your Majesty?
Yes. You may call me Bayo.
Bayo. Right, yeah, peasantry and and she was told about the Duchess being family to Fiona. She hadn't gotten to the point that, oh yeah, and my other sister is the king.
She was prepared for one, but not the other.
Yep.
And she got through in the deeper end.
I do love the idea. She's like, I was freaking out so much about meeting a duchess. Oh god, it's the king!
But little does she know, between the two, I'm absolutely the less formal one.
Yep.
And I think I like adjust a little bit so that her arm is in like the crook, her hand is in the crook of my arm, and I like hold out my other elbow for Fiona.
Yeah. Considering height-wise, border collie and then two Pomeranians.
She can humor me.
Yeah, it looks like a TP at this point. She's holding, Like she can barely put her hand around your armpit.
And I'll guide both of them to the kitchen, and I'll sit them down. Alric, look who came in!
Hey, Fee. And he goes back to cleaning, and he looks like a guard standing in front of a treasure room at this point.
And I'll like kind of, like after she sits down, like, like I get up in my, high chair, I guess. And I like pat her on the back. This is our brother Alric.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. She is kind of... He's more in the commoner side, so she's not freaking out. She is still, like, starstruck.
She's like, the king is right next to me.
Yup.
So, I would love to ask questions, but I know Alexandria would like to be. She's tending to her son.
There is a cocked ear from that from Cordelia, and just for a moment, and then there's a shrug, like, okay.
And
I was not informed she had children. I like to imagine it's just a little bit after that Alexandria, because I imagine she got out of the room, Sebastian told her, and she just took off.
Yep.
I like to think that I made eye contact with Nightwing out the window, and I jerked my head. I'm like, go. And then the next thing you see is Nightwing comes in, lands on your head, Alexandria, and says, "She's here.
She's arrived.
She's here," and then disappears.
I think Alexandria looks at Ollie and just, go have fun, go play, make sure you stay clean. I will be downstairs if you need me. Rosabella should be getting ready now. Be good. And then she'll just take off down the stairs. And I imagine like when she gets closer, she's gonna like slow down to that proper gait, put her shoulders back, tip her chin up slightly, and she'll move into the kitchen. Little
Alexandria. Fiona, would you like to introduce her to our sister?
She turns her around. Like, the stools rotate, so it's easy to do. And it's like, this is, well, as of a couple days ago, this is officially my girlfriend, Cordelia.
Alexandria will step forward and just gently take her paws and then kiss the herb side either of her cheeks before pulling back. Just, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Alexandria Pomeranian, head of House Pomeranian.
If it was physically possible, steam would probably be coming out of her ears at this point. It's like, I just met the king, and now the Duchess is the king, and they give me a hug, and now the Duchess is giving me a kiss on each cheek.
She's definitely like kissing the air in like the polite way.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. I have heard a bit about you, but it is absolutely a joy to have you in our home.
It's a very lovely home, and yep, at about this point, like, the door hasn't completely closed, and then there's just this chihuahua dressed up like he's going to hunt foxes walking out the front door.
I think Alexandria like hears him go outside. Just it should be fine. That is Ollie, my son.
Yes, she kind of turns to Fiona like, it's an adoption thing. Don't worry about it. There's this little aside, and it's yeah, yes.
If you have questions, you're more than welcome to ask.
More just overwhelmed.
I mean, that's understandable. We are quite a large family, and I have been told that Pomeranians do tend to be a bit eccentric. We can be a bit loud. Exactly. But
Yeah.
still, the pleasure is mine, and I hope that you enjoy getting to know our family, as we will enjoy getting to know you.
She just kind of nods along, like, yes, and it actually is It's lovely meeting all of you, and you are. She looks at Bayo, looks at you, and looks at Fiona, and kind of. I should have known all of you were so pretty.
Alexander's tail starts wagging. She just, oh, I'm going to like you even more if you compliment me like that.
I'll just. Would you mind if I pinched your cheek? I don't want to do that and pose.
Go ahead.
I pinch her on the cheek. Thank you.
And actually, you are quite gorgeous yourself. Fiona did quite the catch.
Quite.
Which, speaking of that, Fiona,
Yes.
it is far past the time that you give us a how you met story.
She was a legal aid at the office I was opening up. And yeah, they go into the little side story of how they met initially, like through the interviews and the whole budding office romance, and finding out that they were both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go into everything through there, but yeah.
I think Alexandria the whole time her tail's wagging a little bit. She's smiling. And I think when they get down, she's just, that was quite a lovely story. But Fiona, you did tell her about the other members of the family, correct?
I did.
Right. You have quite a few more to meet, including, I don't know where she's running around currently. She may still be getting cleaned up. Rosabella, who has been my loyal guard for many years and officially was adopted into the family several months back. There's Lily, who was also officially adopted into the family, who is Rosabella's biological sister and the head of our branch family. Trying to think. There's Frankie, my own betrothed. Luke, who you'll meet today, who is currently courting Rosabella. And a few others. And I think like there's just that quiet, like that little chatter. Alexandria, I do want it to be noted, Alexandria is like being so polite and sweet. If Ulrich is watching, her eyes have gone to that pantry like 6 times.
Oh yeah, he has a keg hammer in one hand and a spatula in the other, and is standing in front of the door.
I'd like to imagine that Rosabella might be coming down at this point, but she looks kind of flustered as she's redressed, like into different clothes, and has a slight, pink tone to her fur at this point. So now she's like a strawberry blonde. So I'd like to imagine she walks in and just, hi guys.
You don't make it to the kitchen just yet because the landing is. Yeah, as soon as you hit the bottom step, the door is thrown open, and you just hear, Konnichiwa!
Makoto!
It is Kane saying it, but yes. Kane and Makoto stroll in like they own the place.
Bella just looks up at Kane and Makoto and just, Konnichiwa.
I look at them, right? And
Oh, we're in the kitchen. They're not.
oh, okay.
He's not even with us yet.
It's off the side, yeah. So, let me guess. Everybody's in the kitchen?
But we hear the konnichiwa, right?
Yes.
I like to imagine both of the sisters look at each other, like Bayo and Alexandria look at each other, and Alexandria just slowly looks back at the pantry, kind of sighs and like pushes herself up. And
I look at it. I just shoot off, get out the door, konnichiwa, and I open my arms up, looking Makoto straight in the eyes.
Yep. She pulls you into a big hug and
Oh yeah,
lifts
I'm
you
squeezing
off
as
the
tight as
ground
she
and
squeezes.
spins you around.
Oh.
Makoto, I've missed you. Makoto, they're not letting me work today.
I know.
Wait, right? We're not letting you work.
It's for her own good.
I'm just letting her swing me around.
Yep, she spins you around a couple times and sets you down. And I had to drag this one away. Apparently he's decided that we're going to be building a garrison out at the town.
Mm-hmm.
You are?
He kind of smiles and scratches the back of his head like, yeah, I mean, there's been a few monster sightings here lately, and I figure we ought to get some preparation just in case.
Of course. Well, we do have enough members of the branch family. If you ever need aid, I'm more than welcome to station a few out there to help you train whatever people you bring in.
That would actually be appreciated, because right now I've got a few farmers that I've been teaching how to... he goes into detail about, like, making war sides and things of that nature. And
As he's talking, Alexandria will kind of step forward and just kind of wrap her arms around his chest and just give him a little squeeze and just...
he gives you a hug back, and I've missed you.
I missed you too. We can get into this further after today. I'll have to do the numbers, see who we can let go temporarily, to head out to the village, but I should be able to at least spare 2 or 3.
And yeah, it takes... Everybody starts settling in, and the day pretty much rolls on like this as people are showing up, and about an hour before this food is being ready to be served is when Luke's family is going to show up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Great.
I like to think Nightwing is posting outside just waiting for Luke.
As soon as they show up, you just hear, Luke! Luke!
Yeah, Nightwing, like, dive bombs at him, lands right on his shoulder, holds his wing out.
Yep, he gives him the fist bump and gives him a little nuzzle.
Nightwing kind of, like, looks Luke's face up and down. Marriage?
Maybe. I'm working on things.
Work faster.
Trust me, I'd love to.
Trust me, I'd love to.
You hear from the back, the little girl squeal like, ooh, are you really?
Macy.
We love
I think
her.
I looked out and Nightwing just squawks at her.
She gives a little curtsy and, hello, I'm Macy. I'm Luke's
Hello.
younger sister.
I'm Macy. I'm Luke's younger sister.
No, that's me.
You know, that's me.
Of course, the 7-year-old's gonna argue with the bird.
I imagine Luke's like, no, Macy, you don't understand. You only say so many words.
No. It's the king's bird. I've seen him before.
Nightwing puffs, their little chest out.
She actually goes from the curtsy to an actual, like, play royal bow. Your Majesty, King of the Birds.
Nightwing sits on her head.
Okay, let's fly! And then she takes off running.
Nightwing just, like, holds the wings out.
So cute.
So Luke's father and mother come out of the carriage next, just watching this. And then as she is rounding, like, her first pass around the front yard, here comes Ollie. And they just start playing.
Oh.
Okay.
I think Nightwing starts playing tag with him, right?
Absolutely.
We'll eventually let some tags, but then, it's like ducking in and out as they're trying to, like, tag. I am the king's royal bird. I am the king's royal... that's all you're hearing.
Golly.
Yep. So yeah, as you all come in and Luke and his parents are entering the house, the kids are going to be outside playing because they don't care that much about the chit-chat of adults.
Valid. Understandable. I'm pretty sure we all would want to be out there playing.
Yeah, but we have to be nobility. I do like to imagine, like, we've now been informed that Luke is here and everyone is just, like, hyping Rosabella up in the kitchen.
Isabella's just looking at them like, I'm pink.
You look lovely. It suits you.
I am pink.
It suits you.
The door opens and you hear, "Oh my god, I love it!"
Isabella just turns slowly. Like, it's that slow turn of, oh.
Yeah, Luke's mom runs over and wraps you in a big hug and like, oh, I love your fur. How did you do this? Oh, I've been looking for something like this for ages.
Uh, um, tomato juice.
Oh, man, I'll have to try that. And she just goes on and on about how it looks good and how she likes the sandy blonde look.
Isabella, she hugs her back, but she like hugs her tighter a little bit, and just her smile goes from being very like her face goes from looking embarrassed to just very soft and fond because this woman's just so nice. It's good seeing you again.
It's good seeing you again.
Now, where is your son?
She actually takes a step to the side as he was overshadowed by the exuberance of his mother.
Isabella just smiles at him and just, hello there.
Hi.
Isabella just kind of turns to look at everyone.
There is a lot of happy tail syndrome going on.
Oh, definitely. Like, I imagine Alexandria and Bay were both looking like so polite, but their tails are both going in like perfect synchronization.
Mhm.
I think Alexandria will just kind of step forward and hold out her paws and just.
It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. And he will not kiss the back of your paw, but he will do the bow where he touches your paw to his forehead.
I took my headphone out for a minute, and I think I have misunderstanding what is happening. But I think Alexandria will just kind of give a smile and just.
So, he's a proper noble when it comes to etiquette. Luke is. He will only kiss the back of the paw. Yeah, so he is.
It's Luke. Okay.
He's touching your. Oh yeah, no. Luke is taking you first because his mom has not stopped hugging Rosabella.
Okay, cool. I took my headphone out for 2 seconds, and I was just like, ah, yes, we're being introduced.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Alexandria.
Yep. So this is my mother. What did I say her name was again?
Luke is just like, yeah, it's mom.
No, I forgot.
Snap.
Yeah.
I just remembered Macy.
Yep.
Did anybody write it down?
Nope.
I am having a major brain fart.
Insert name here.
I think it was Luna, wasn't it, or something?
No, I don't think it was Luna.
Something musical. God, I can't remember.
We could pause real quick, go back an episode.
Oh, that'll take so long. It's fine. We'll remember
just
eventually.
Insert name here.
Insert name here.
For the dad and the mom, because I've forgotten both of them. I think the dad was Byron, wasn't it?
I think it was like Byron.
Byron.
Yeah.
Byron.
Okay. Yeah, the dad, they will introduce themselves as Luke is able to finally untangle his mother from Rosabella.
Alexandria will just kind of hold out a paw to her mother and just.
I have heard so many wonderful things about your family.
Yep. I have actually heard a countless number of wonderful things about your family as well. And yeah, her heterochromia is like, it's front and center.
We match!
Yeah. She is a Malamute mix. So she has the brown-blue heterochromia.
Oh wait! Oh, that has me sitting back. Like, do they are their eyes like opposites, or are they like they have the same exact eye, like blue and brown?
Your eyes are opposites, but yours would actually match Macy.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's adorable. Macy's gonna love that.
Yep.
Yeah. Alexandria will kind of take her paw and just.
Well, I hope that we get to know each other's families far better. I suppose I should give a proper introduction. Alexandria Pomeranian, head of House Pomeranian.
She goes down, my Duchess, my King. That's the whole.
As much as I do prefer proper greetings, For once, I will allow it to slide. If we are lucky, our families will be getting quite acquainted.
Yes, we are getting the ball rolling, as it were.
I think Alexandria just kind of raises a brow and just, are you?
Luke kind of pulls the bashful ears going to the side. Yes, we are working on things. Because he is the only male heir, and, well, Byron's grandfather is such a stickler for keeping to the rules, I am technically his consort, not his wife.
Of course.
But, because of that, we have to go through the legal proceedings to get Luke recognized as the heir.
Well, if you need any help with that, a member of our own family, actually, my sister, is a lawyer.
We have actually been patronizing her offices, as well as we had to send the official registration to the castle. So, once everything is taken care of, hopefully, he can get a little courage.
I love to imagine that Alexandria is like in the back of her head is like, Fiona didn't tell me this, and Fiona had proof that it was happening.
I think
she'll
it's
give-
Biz, like, sorry, I'm so sorry.
No,
Continue.
go.
I think as she's hearing that paperwork, she's like, yes, that's what I was going to tell Alexandria. But then Bayo keeps her mouth shut.
But Alexandria will give like a polite little squeeze of her paw and just,
Well, that is quite lovely then. But, well, it's a pleasure to have you.
and she'll kind of let go.
Yeah, let's go. And at about this time, the kids will be wandering into the house, wore out.
Oh, I imagine someone's carrying Nightwing because even he's tired.
Oh, absolutely. And Maisie comes and clamps her. She comes in like just, you know how kids do that zombie walk when they've tired themselves out playing.
Mm-hmm.
And she thinks she wraps her arms around her mom's leg, but nope. She wraps her arms around your leg, Alexandria.
I think Alexandria is like is kind of startled for just a second before she kind of looks down and just gives like almost a soft smile and just
Oh, I lost audio for a second there.
Alexandria will give like a small little smile and just kind of look down at her and just hello.
Oh, sorry. Hi, I thought she looks around and sees her mom. Looks back up at you. You have pretty eyes.
Oh no, Alexandria! I think Alexandria's her face gets so soft because of how much over her life people have hated her eyes. And I think she just
And you have absolutely lovely eyes as well. You must be Macy?
I am.
I think Alexandria will kind of crouch down, give like a little bit of a smile, and just
Well, I've heard quite a bit about you, and I have heard
she'll kind of like put up a conspiratorial paw by her mouth and just
that you have been pressing your brother about getting engaged.
I have. He's slow.
He is so
Right.
slow, absolutely.
So slow. Nightwing says.
Mm-hmm. But good job. Hopefully, you'll be getting to know our family further as time goes on. I believe you've already met my son then.
and she'll kind of straighten it back up and kind of like hold out a paw for Ollie.
Ollie'll come up, and he is also doing the zombie walk, but he just kind of falls into your arms.
Alexandria will kind of scoop him up. I imagine like he's like the size of Alexandria's torso.
Pretty much.
But she'll kind of like just scoop him up and just
And I suppose I should make proper introductions. This is my son, Ollie.
Yeah.
Oliver, but
We did.
Ollie.
She kind of backs up and gives the little curtsy to you, and we did actually make proper introductions while we were playing.
Of course. I'm quite glad that you have.
and Alexandria will follow the same. She'll kind of like incline her head just a little bit towards her, just due to the difference in status.
But it sounds like the two of you had fun.
And we did. We played tag, and we played chase the bird. We played fly through the air, and then looking at Nightwing, who is just crashed out on a pillow, being carried by a servant.
Mm-hmm.
Does Alexandria know the name of that servant?
No, it's one of the ones that were recently hired for the event.
Okay. Are any of our normal staff around?
Yes.
Who? Is it one that we've named or one we have not named?
One that's not named. Mostly it's like the behind-the-scenes cleaning staff.
Mm-hmm.
One of the sub-butlers or sub-maids.
Me pulling up a name generator and fate will decide her name. Boop, boop, boop.
I thought that was gonna end up being her name. I was about to be like,
Ophelia.
Ophelia.
So just Ophelia.
Yes, ma'am.
I know that the kitchens are quite busy at this time, but would you be able to get the kids some water?
Of course. And she will
Thank you.
go and get a pitcher of water and a few glasses around and a little bowl for Nightwing.
And Alexandria will kind
bring
of
it
sit.
back. Rosabella's gonna kind of lean down and just, hey Macy,
Yes.
come here.
She'll come over like you whispered at her, so she whispered back, and she'll come over like doing the little trot.
As she comes over, Rosabella's just gonna wrap her up in a hug and just, I've missed you.
I missed.
Oh, they're out.
Yep. As soon as you picked Ollie up, it was lights out.
Rosabella's just gonna pick Macy up and just kind of hold her.
She's not that heavy for she's a bigger dog, considering she's part Malamute and part Saint Bernard. But it's like she's 7 years old, weighs like 95 pounds.
Rosabella can lift her.
Ollie, on the
Isabella's
other
got
hand,
her.
who is about 7.5, maybe 8 years old,
Mhm.
and weighs about 1.5 pounds.
Oh, he's tiny. But yeah, I think Alexander will kind of look over towards Luke's mother and just,
Well, I was going to get them both a drink, but it seems perhaps instead I get a room prepared for now.
Kids play hard and they crash hard. I've known this for a while.
Fair enough, I'm still getting used to having a child myself.
As you're saying this, something catches your eye on Ollie's wrist.
I think Alexander will kind of look down.
There is a wooden bead friendship bracelet.
Oh, is it with Macy?
Yep, Macy
Oh.
makes them. She does wood burning and wood carving.
I'd like to say that Rosabella's also wearing the bracelet that she made her.
Yeah.
She's never gonna take it off.
Oh. I think Alexander will give like a little bit of a smile at that and just kind of smooth Ollie's fur. Just kind of thoughtlessly before she just...
He does the little puppy whimper and kind of snuggles in deeper to your fur.
Oh.
Well, it seems that we have made introductions. If you would like, I believe they have some refreshments set up in our dining room at this point.
That would be lovely, actually.
Of course. I would show you the way, but I'm going to go get him laid down for now. Rosabella, if you would like to bring Maisie, or... Actually, Kane, can you take Maisie?
Yes, I'll grab her. He'll come and pick her up and... Actually, everybody here, go ahead and give me a notice check as Kane and Makoto start carrying Macy up the stairs.
I really... No!
Do they have first to take it off? Oh no, I'm using a card. Using a card. Immediately. That's so much better. I want everyone to know how bad my notice is. That's a 19 on the die.
You know
For a
what?
14.
Sure. Hold on. Let me give you a card, because I want Rosabella to... God, I have to move this. Hold on. Eh. I have to move everything around. Hold on.
Yeah, I know, I hate that.
Better.
It's not bad. So, none of you failed on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Makoto has a little bump.
Oh,
I think Alexandria, her ears just go forward. She's got like Ollie in her arms, and she is just like focused, and she's like,
I'm sorry if to be rude. I'm going to head up with them and get him laid down. Please make yourself comfortable.
and I think she's just kind of gonna give a little smile, a polite little incline of her head, and then just trot off. She is focused. She has one mission now.
Yup.
I thought that notice check was gonna be just to see if Kane was struggling a bit.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Which is he?
No, he is not. He is actually pretty strong. He's small, but
Good.
he's strong.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
He does not
Good.
have a 20 strength, but he's able to carry Macy well enough.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
But yeah, you're able to catch up to Makoto fairly quickly.
Alexandria's gonna wait until they're like up the stairs, and she's sure they're kind of out of earshot, and she knows all the servants are gonna be downstairs working, and she just kind of leans in, and just,
Makoto, I do not mean to pry, but I think I've detected something.
She kind of looks at you, and her eyes, they're the vertical slitted cat pupils. They do that little contract thing, and then she puts a finger to her lips.
her tail starts wagging. I think like Kane's ahead of them. She kind of looks at Kane and kind of looks back to Makoto and kind of raises a brow and just kind of mouths, "No."
She leans down. We had to, well, dogs and cats can't, but we found a method that works.
But does he know yet?
Yeah,
Her tail's going nuts.
we found an old spell, and your sister might actually know of it. It's called polymorph.
Of course.
Although we are assured they will be kittens.
Mm.
I think, just to clarify above table, Kane is aware she's currently pregnant, right?
Yes.
Okay, I do want to say, like, Alexandria kind of nods, her tail's going nuts, and, like, the second, like, they get the kids laid down, they step out. Talon, I want her to just slam into Kane, possibly take Kane down,
Yep.
just, like, immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as the kids are laid down, yes.
I imagine we step out of the room, it's so peaceful, Kane goes to say something, and suddenly he's got, like, an armful of his youngest sister.
Yep.
Can I roll an
Yes.
would it be like an athletics, or what would it be?
Athletics would be if you're wanting to physically take him down, or if you're wanting to trip him and knock him down, it would be acrobatics.
I don't even think it's intentional. I think she just kind of lunges without warning, so there's like a chance she's just gonna take him down. We actually do not have athletics in Pugmire.
So technically, what this would be?
Would
let
it be
me see.
a straight strength?
I think it would be a balance check, honestly.
Would Kane have to roll it?
You both are gonna have to roll it.
Okay, cool.
No. Hold on.
Ooh.
Yep. Nope, that's fine. I do not have his dexterity set up.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. You know, he's buff. He's not a sneaky little rogue. He was trained to fight in the field.
Yo. That's without his actual dex bonus. That's just his main for his level.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you take him down.
So he just like, I imagine he turns to say something and just
Oop.
straight down to the ground. And I think Alexandria like is clinging to him in a way she hasn't since they were pups. And she kind of leans back after a second. Her eyes are like wide. She's grinning. Her tail's going nuts, and she just,
You're going to be a father?
Yes.
When were you going to tell me?
Well, you know how they say the first 3 months are the worst to tell anyone about it.
Of course.
We've only
But-
known for a month.
But still, Kane, that is amazing. Makoto, I would tackle you, but I don't want to hurt you.
Please
But
don't.
still, that is amazing. I am so excited for you, truly.
So, this is Pugmire and animal things with. I am converting it to human time, but technically, you will have nephews and nieces in about 3.5 weeks.
oh my god! Alexander's tail is going even faster.
So that's the non-translation. You've got about 3.5 weeks to meet your nephews and nieces.
Her tail's going nuts. But I think she just gives a grin and then just in the softest little voice of just, I am going to be an aunt. Right. I believe you both have gotten everything settled then that you need to have settled. If you would like, we have rooms for both of you if you'd like to stay in Pugmire.
We are contending with things, and we do still have a lot of work that I specifically have to be present for. Makoto has asked that when the time comes, or at least a few days to a week beforehand, she will be coming home here.
We would love to have you, Makoto. Truly.
He holds up his paw. There is one caveat, though.
Of course.
Mao wants to be here for it.
I think immediately, she knows it's Makoto's dad. I think he just sees her Alexander's ears just go down. And just,
I have no issue with it. They are his grandkids. But by any means, we will host him as well. No problem.
Alexander's just in the back of her, just, oh, I hate that cat. Just like in the back of her head.
Just
but she will kind
he
of
outroked you.
Yeah. But Alexandria will kind of, after a moment, let Kane up and kind of step over and just kind of gently wrap her arms around Makoto.
She will wrap her arms around you and kind of pull you in tight. And you don't understand a lot of what she's saying because it's a mixture of dog and cat language at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But you do recognize a few words like baby booties and strollers and bassinets.
I imagine Alexandria's kind of nodding you if she doesn't understand all of it, and she's like,
Right. I can't wait to see what you've selected, and we'll make sure you have everything you could ever need.
Oh, yes. It is tradition when we are giving birth that basically the hosting family will receive a lot of silk.
Makoto, I have to ask, why silk?
Because it is delicate but strong, and it is traditional that the women of the family will make the first outfit.
I think Alexandria just like, she like leans slightly back from Makoto and just,
I can see what I can do. I have basic lessons in needlework, but I have not sewn since I was a pup.
She conspiratorially leans down to you. Don't worry, it's fine to let your servants do it if they're better at it than you.
it's just absolute, just the most relievful.
Right. Good, good. But that's exciting. For now, I believe we should get back down to the dining room before they begin questioning where we are.
And she'll kind of link her arm with Makoto, and just as they're kind of beginning to turn.
I'm very glad that Kane chose you.
I am too, and even though I did have to kind of twist his arm a bit.
Water under the bridge.
Yep, and you
Let's
get
get heading
down
down.
and the food is being served. Well, they wait until you arrive to start actually serving the food officially, as the dining room would not fit all the people. They actually had to set a few tables up outside, and there's a good 60, 70 people that are mostly just family.
Oh shit. There's so many of us.
It's the extended family, the people that could actually get away and didn't have official guard duty. Lily is there. There's a lot of the branch family, the extended family, the inner circle of family that works as servants. There's Fiona and her girlfriend, Luke's family. Rex has made himself scarce the entire time. He went he went away with his tail between his legs a few days ago.
Oh, I do want to say Alexandria probably would have sent word through Sebastian of just I still love you. It's okay. You're definitely in trouble, but I still love you. But yeah, Alexandria, she's coming in. I think like definitely it feels weird for her to just go like to make that polite like little entrance and then head to the like head of the table feels very weird.
Oh,
But she'll make her way. She is going to kind of give like a little glance towards Rosabella on her way, just like a little check-in.
Rosabella is surrounded by Luke's family.
Good luck, Rosabella. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, Rosabella's gonna have to see what Lily thinks of the family afterwards.
Yeah, so Lily has been forcibly sat next to Luke's mother, who is currently braiding her fur.
Oh, Lily.
She's not hating it.
Well, I'm sure she wouldn't. I imagine Rosabella did things like that when she was younger, but like Rosabella's just kind of looking at her and just gives her a soft smile. Like her eyes crinkle a little bit as she's smiling.
Yep. And you sit down and have your nice large dinner. There's roast pig and all kinds of salads and vegetables. A little while in, the kids wake up and come down to eat.
Oh.
Because, like, they're kids. They're not going to stay up all night for this thing. And
They took like a 30-minute nap, come back down.
Come down, eat, play a little bit more.
Rinse and repeat.
Yep, exactly. And
no, go.
about an hour into the festivities, there is a lull in the music and the conversation dies down as Alric stands from his seat. He actually took his hood down for a little while, but he puts his hood back and you hear him mumbling to something. It's audible over the hush. And you hear as noises are coming from inside the house. And a fog rolls in under the ground. On top of the ground, sorry. And anyone with magical abilities can tell that it is magical, as Alric comes out of the house carrying a 6-layer ice cream cake.
Oh.
Alexandria's little tail is wagging a bit.
As he is struggling under the weight of this thing, walking through the fog, he sets it down gently in the one open space on the table, looks to you, hands you a knife and says, "Wasn't it worth the wait?" before heading to his seat and sitting down.
Why did they have Alexandria wait specifically?
Because on the outside of the cake, written in icing embossing, is "Congratulations on your betrothal, Duchess Alexandria."
Oh. Alexandria just, I think her tail begins to wag a bit more and she gets this big smile on her face and she just, it was incredibly worth it. Thank you, Ulrich. And she'll kind of cut the first slice off and then begin to kind of pass it down.
And with that, we will call it a night.
Oh. Good session.
Good session.
And
Good
we will have
session.
to pick up the
Yeah.
laboratory stuff next session. I have a whole thing planned for that. But thank you for listening and have a good night.